Hi, my name's Amanda Ray Storteboom, and I was a participant this morning in the Powerhouse Gather for Her conversation featuring Carleen Donnelly, Executive Director at CUPS. It's a health, education, and housing center in inner city Calgary. And I wanted to pop on here and share a few of my reflections and insights of the conversation this morning with Carleen, and what really stuck out for me. A few of the things. The first piece is Carleen talked about transformational change making and the process of learning and also unlearning. And there's a link on the Powerhouse website to talk more, because we've just been showcasing this 25-year change-making journey that CUPS has been undertaking to implement brain science in their service offering and to transform their organization around it. And so the first thing that really stuck out for me with the conversation with Carleen this morning is the process of change. And Carleen made this comment this morning, and I'm rephrasing in my own words, of course, but what I heard in the commentary was, it's not that people don't want to change or they don't believe in the change. It's just that the day-to-day steps of change are difficult. And when you understand who you're talking to and what their day-to-day looks like, then that can make a difference when you're bringing forward change, whether it be at the individual level, the staff team level in your organization, the government level, the community level, whatever that looks like for you. And so one of the things that Carleen talked about that really stuck out for me is the time that it takes for change. And it's not instant, and it requires patience and compassion. And you walk, you pause, and then you gather. Is everyone aligned? Are they not? Nobody's overwhelmed? What's going on? Check in with everyone. And that really, really stuck out for me. The second piece that really stuck out for me is specifically around knowing how early experiences shape our brain architecture as we age. At CUPS, they call this body of knowledge brain science, but it's really this developmental science about knowing how if you experience early adversity, then your brain develops and is wired under stress, and the lifelong health outcomes that has on you. And this comes from a body of science, the Adverse Childhood Experiences study that was done at the Center for Disease Control in Kaiser Permanente right around the turn of the millennium, and along with the Harvard Center on the Developing Child working papers. And this science is what CUPS has really been embedding into their interventions. And something Carleen said today is, we've talked about the why, and there's this whole body of knowledge, and it's not being implemented. And so what we really need to talk about now is the how. We need to keep talking about the how. And what landed for me is when Carleen talked about what we know. We know communities are suffering from what early adversity shows up as. Early adversity shows up as homelessness, as mental health, as addictions, of all these challenges our communities are faced with. These are the symptoms of widespread early adversity. And that super landed for me. And then the other thing that really stuck out is what social service organizations and charitable organizations are capable of. What do we expect from them as community members, as policymakers, as business owners and investors, and large corporate entities? What do we expect from social service organizations and charitable organizations? They're capable of more. They're not just to be consulted, but they actually have a lot more capability than are given credit for. A lot more of the how is possible. And Carleen referenced Dan Pallotta and his TED Talk about how we think about charities are dead wrong. And that really stuck out for me. And Carly made this comment this morning about before we ask for more dollars, we always ask entities, how can we redirect? How can we redirect to stop funding what's not working and move towards prevention and start funding more of what is working? And talking a lot about the capacity of organizations to collaborate together to match the right service to the right person at the right time. It's more efficient. There's large system cost savings associated with that, and the personal impact on those who are accessing services is going to be much better. And that for me really stuck out as this impact of a business framework intersecting with our social fabric. So those were the three largest pieces that stuck out for me today in Carlene's Gather for Her talk. And I hope that you will comment below about what stuck out for you. And you can also join us next week. We have a wisdom circle. It's a Zoom link. You can sign up on the Gather for Her registration, and it will get emailed out to you the morning of, which is Wednesday. And you'll be able to join us to unpack this conversation a little bit more. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful day.